Hello and welcome to the Georgia Department of Education kindergarten through 8th grade general music professional learning community. My name is Ariel Robbins and I'm going to be your professional learning community lead and moderator this year. A little bit about me. I teach K through 5 general music at Finley Oaks Elementary, which is located in the Fulton County Schools District. In that district, I also serve as a fine arts support teacher, where I have the privilege of traveling around the district to support other general music teachers. Additionally, I have created other instructional resources for the Department of Education that I'll be sharing with you this year. Our webinars this year will be covering various topics, and each topic will be divided into 3 segments. This is to maximize the efficiency of your time so that instead of watching an entire 30-minute webinar on one topic, you can watch a 10-minute segment on a topic for a part that really interests you. The varying topics that we'll be covering this year include classroom management, instructional planning, music on a budget, differentiation, arts integration with other subject areas, technology in the general music classroom, after-school ensembles, and more. If you're interested in learning about any of these topics, you'll need to join the kindergarten through 8th grade general music group on the Georgia Department of Education community website, and you'll subscribe to each discussion post. In this topic segment, I'll be showing you how to do just that, in addition to showing you how to navigate the news feed, your profile and account, finding groups on the website, finding discussion posts on the website, making connections and following others, sending and receiving messages, and setting up your notifications. Let's begin. When you first go to community.georgiadoe.org, you'll be prompted to go to the login screen. If you don't already have an account, you'll need to make one using a school email address. When you get there, on the left-hand side, you'll see a navigation bar, and if you open it up, it will tell you all the different parts of the website. The news feed lists things that are going on in groups and subject areas across the community, so not just ones that you are currently subscribed to. Your profile and account can be accessed up here in the top right. If you click here, you can change your profile, you can change your picture, your cover photo, and more. Your account includes your email preferences, login education, etc. There's lots of stuff to find here. Another feature on the community platform is the professional learning tab. So again, if you press these 3 bars and find professional learning, this will show you all of the PD that's available across the community, again, across different subject areas. So there's 2 ways that we can look for PD for ourselves. One is that we can filter by topic and click Fine Arts. Remember that with the Georgia Department of Education, all music courses are listed under Fine Arts. It's kind of under one big umbrella. And if you want to drill it down even more, you can search for a key term like music. So let's say I want to join the Assessment in Music Classroom webinar. It's not really joining a webinar so much as getting a link to a pre-recorded webinar. So at the bottom where it says webinar URL, I'm going to click this link and it's going to open up a form for me to fill out and request that link. Someone at the Department of Education will then email you a link to access that webinar. If we go to the groups setting on the left-hand side, this is really, in my opinion, the heart of the community website. There are many groups, not just for music and not just for fine arts. As you see, there's mental health and well-being, social studies, etc. So to find your groups, you'll go to the search group button and start by just typing in music, for example. There is our group right there, and you'll see other groups as well. You're welcome to join as many groups as you want, but for the purposes of the discussion topics that I listed earlier, you'll want to join and pay attention to the General Music K-8 group. If you haven't already joined this group, you'll see a button right here that says Join Group. I've already joined the group, so that button's not there for me, but that's how you will join. When you go to the group, it will default to show you the members of the group, but if you go over to the left where it says Discussions, that's where you will see all our discussion posts. These are the posts from last year, and you will see the discussion posts for the ones that I listed here. You can also respond to the discussion posts here. For example, I can open this discussion post, view the prompt, and hit reply. I'll probably want to subscribe to this discussion post so that I can see when others reply as well. Speaking of which, you can set up your notifications to do this, but we have found that it's best on the Georgia Department of Education community to manually set up subscriptions to each individual discussion post so that you never miss a thing. In addition to subscribing to individual discussion threads that you can see when those threads receive replies, you can also subscribe to the entire discussions page on our group. And the way you do that is by going to the discussions tab and then hitting subscribe. This way, every time we have a new discussion post, you will get a notification that a new topic has been posted. By subscribing to each individual post, you will see when anyone responds to that one post. But again, by hitting subscribe to the entire discussions tab, you'll get notifications for this entire feed. You can also see all the groups to which you belong by going back over to the left-hand bar, clicking groups, and then clicking my groups. So as you can see, I'm a member of more than one group, and that's totally okay. The platform also lets you have connections with other members as well as follow other members. If you go to the members menu on the left, you can search for all members that have joined the community. Connections are those who follow each other, and it's kind of like a Facebook friend where you follow them and they follow you. Following means that you are following their activity, but you are not connected to them. So in that way, it's sort of like a Twitter following where you're following someone else's activity, but they're not necessarily following you in return. Messages can be found by clicking the inbox icon in the top right corner. Here you can see private messages between individuals, and you can navigate them by different groups. You can also see messages that I will send to you once each discussion post is listed, but this is not necessarily you should respond to those discussion posts. Remember, to respond to the discussion posts for others to see, you'll need to go to the group, to discussions, and hit reply within any given discussion. If you have a message for me that you would like to send via the group, you can send it right here in Send Messages. You can also send it through your messages icon in the top. Finally, let's talk about your notifications. We go to our profile settings and hit notifications. It will show you what has been read and unread. Again, if you would like to be connected to specific discussion posts, we encourage you to subscribe to those posts, as these notifications do not always line up with individual posts or groups. This is the end of Topic 1, Segment 1, Navigating the Georgia Department of Education Community website.